Double ending.
There's no double ending.
That looked like a double ending.
Yes, it's just like
we gotta fix that. Yeah, the 2 is kind of weird.
Well, but I want to put the DNF tool drawer.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So no, I mean it was good though. I like. I don't know how I feel about yellow though.
It's just like boom, right in your face.
Is that what
because it's in the morning, right?
I mean,
it's like whoa.
Yeah. We'll let it ride out. But no, that's cool. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to 12 Volt News. As you can see, Fernando was busy, I'm sure, last night making. So before we get started, as always, the big thing: weather. Fernando, what is the temperature as we're wearing both our hoodies? Freezing.
Super cold. Like, I would not recommend you to come to Florida right now. It's super cold.
Right.
Yes. No, it's 49, dude. This is.
Is it 49?
This is 49.
Yeah, I was on the Vegas show last night. I was I think it was 47.
See, people over there up north, they don't count because like we're not used to this weather.
Oh no, this is tragic for us. So I mean, Dave's 25 with a high of 36. You know, and there again, that's extremely cold. Oh. And I wouldn't even have got out of bed.
Fang, 25.
Yeah, yeah. So we got 18 right now.
Oh my
46,
gosh.
East Tennessee, 25. Yeah, I mean, up there, Modesto, 41.
See, it's cold.
So in there again, they have their temperatures are kind of like us, except for in the summer they get way hotter.
It's super hot.
It's so dry.
So, yeah.
But luckily we are far north. So just to give you an idea of how far Modesto and Brian and Brad and the whole ARC team, he goes, it's like, because I said to Brian last night, I said, so can you smell any of that? And he goes, I don't know, can you smell South Carolina?
That's how far it is.
And I go, I mean, sometimes. He goes, that's about how far away. It's like 400 miles. And then if you think about it, when we drove from Modesto
it was like
to Disney, it was a whole day thing. So, luckily our boys there are far enough away. Our good friend Nalka, though, is in LA. So I've been
he's okay.
Yeah, he's where he's at. He's like, as long as the winds don't change, he'll be okay. So
But hey, old prayers to the LA people.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's
that's
so bad.
That's insanity, bro.
Yes.
It's insanity. Should be a lot of news today. See Outlook has stuff changed. Yep. We got a ton of news. Currently 29 in Tennessee. A lot of Tennessees. North Carolina. See, we can't smell North Carolina either. But 22. Orlando. Poor Haley out there getting up at 3 a.m. to do the dopey challenge.
No thank you.
It was like 30 something.
Oh
yeah, she's like, bro, what the heck? I was like,
she's wearing shorts.
I don't know, I couldn't do it. Because I have the one coming up in February, and last year it was miserable, and I was like, I don't know why you guys do this. I went and bought jackets.
Why would you do that?
I don't want to do it, but it's like that father-daughter thing. So I'm gonna do it. I'll just be miserable. So, good morning. 38 and rainy in the Pacific Northwest. Oof. 26, 10 inches of snow. Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He was talking about that last night. It was pretty
crazy.
Bad. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
From the Bay, Sefner, Florida. Good morning, gentlemen. What's up, Sean? Big Red. That was so funny the other day when we were talking about that.
Why do you call him Big Red?
And I go, everybody calls him Big Red. He goes, no, you're the only one that calls me Big Red. And I go, really? I don't know. You want me to write that down and sign it? Because he goes, I have every piece of paper you've ever given me. 32 in Fort Worth, Texas.
Ooh.
God, man.
It's snowing already?
Yeah. Great show last night, Dean. Thank you. I had nothing to do with it. Cold and 37 in South Carolina. Still can't smell them. Good morning. Brisk 50 outside. Oh,
Mike.
Well, there you go. That's not bad. 36 in Houston, 26 in Minnesota. We got down to 12 yesterday in Tennessee. Screw that. 37 there again, South Carolina. We have a freeze warning this weekend. Oh, that would be in Arizona. Good morning, buddy.
That's right.
North Carolina does smell like dry dog food at times for some reason.
Okay.
0, Massachusetts. And I talked to my buddy. We just call him Canada Steve.
Yeah.
And it was -9.
See, like I feel that with the negative part of it, like 0 right now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's to yeah. You guys. Oh God, no. Let's pretend like we know what we're doing. Hey guys, thank you so much for getting up this morning and welcome back to the news. The news we steal from our good friends at CE Outlook. Amy and the crew do a wonderful job in doing their job, so we can just steal it and put it up on here. If you would like to know more about these stories or see the stories that we didn't cover, there are links in the description. And of course, you can head over to ceoutlook.com. and check out what is going on in the other side of the world. They talk a lot about like changes in leadership and people that come and go, and so there are other stories that we just don't think you guys want to hear. I don't want to talk about. So yeah. Do you guys have a heater for the bay? That would be no. We just keep the door closed. It actually heats up in here pretty quick just because we move around a lot.
It's a small place.
It's pretty small. Yeah. I mean, we could always just start the car up and
just dive.
But we'd be warm today. We'd be warm.
We're going to die.
Is that your 3,000 or 300?
Oh, that was today is the day.
Today's a great day.
We're all gonna die.
I don't think that's how it goes. But
anyways, they die.
Yeah, they die.
Okay.
They die. So it's 300 reference. Bad 300 reference. But hey, we got a ton of news just because we haven't been here for a couple weeks. So I scoured the webs and came up with a bunch of stuff. Let me switch over to what am I doing here?
I don't know, man.
I don't either. All right, so I'm gonna call this up. There we go. It's gonna take me a minute. I gotta remember what buttons to press. Oh, we were in a good spot. There. Okay. So Pioneer shows Dolby Atmos system at the CES. Yes, thank you. Good grief. So here's the thing.
Super excited for this, man.
Are you?
No, of course not.
I was gonna say, really? So here's the thing. We're all familiar with Dolby Atmos and surround and all these fun things. At least I feel most of us are. And we know that there's a ton of speakers that allow this to happen and get the effects of this. We know that you can buy some Apple earbuds that'll give you spatial sound in your ears, which is pretty neat. Pioneer, along with the Atmos crew, has figured out a way to do some form of this with 4 speakers of output.
I'm just like really looking forward to hear this because I want to see if it actually is possible.
So you want to be a hater?
No. I don't want to be a hater. I just want to be. I don't know. Like
I am curious myself. Yes. I was not. I was like, we've heard an Atmos system in a car. Herman built the one in the BMW, and it was fantastic. It was weird because it's just the way the Atmos works in a car and the surround and the overhead speakers. But I feel all of those things are what make it. Like the overhead speakers, to me, are what made the biggest difference. So I'll be curious to hear this because in my mind, what he created in his car with true Atmos 9.1.4, I think it was. There's no way to do that with 4 speakers. I don't care how cool you are.
No, you
this
can't.
To me sound when I read this, the first thing I thought was gimmicky.
Yeah.
There again, we'll see. Pioneer is hoping to package this and both sell it to the OEs as well as put it in their units. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it works out. I feel like Atmos is something that is going to happen here soon. Not soon. I mean, like within the next 5 years. I feel this is going to be something that we're going to have to deal with, whether we want it or not. It's definitely different, and I feel with the downloadable services putting a lot of effort into this, probably is going to drive, like anything else, is going to drive the aftermarket guys as well as the OE guys to incorporate this. because everyone is used to listening to music in surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like yesterday when I delivered the Raptor, that was the first thing the guy went into his settings and pointed to that and go, "Can I turn this on the surround? Because that has a surround set." I said, "You don't need to. It's already on. It's already." And he's like, "I was like, put your head back." And he goes, and I said, "Lean forward." "Oh wow, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, so you already have it. You're good." And he was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways. We'll wait. We'll see what happens. Alpine, speaking of DSPs and processors and all that, Alpine has updated their software to 2.0. So if you're an Optum user or you've tried to do the Optum or you're like, man, you have one sitting on the shelf because you haven't decided to bust it out or you tried it and you didn't like it in the first go around, they've updated it to 2.0. So that's added in a bunch of features, some presets, as well as a better ability to do what it does. So that's kind of nice. You know, we've talked about this a lot with Alpine. They love to release things before they're ready. But the one thing I will give Alpine credit for is that they probably spend the most time fixing their stuff after it comes out. Like they put a lot of effort into software updates, more so than most. You know, whether that's a good thing or bad thing, at least they realize that, hey, we can make it better, and they keep developing the product. As opposed to some other manufacturers that are like, man, we'll get to it eventually.
I feel it's bad.
I feel like that's bad, dude.
I feel it's bad.
Switch on the side.
I don't even know.
It's like you just flick it.
Yeah,
I know.
So
I mean,
anyway, I feel it's bad. Why? Because you release a product, right?
Yep.
And the product doesn't work. That means, as a customer, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'd rather to change from another manufacturer because, like, I don't want to go to the hustle of this.
Well, we used to have that as early adopter syndrome. You know, when you were the first guy to buy a new technology, you had to deal with the stupidity of it. Mm-hmm. In this day and age, I still find it kind of funny, but yeah. So early adopter syndrome will always.
That's why I still have
exist.
My iPhone.
No, that's not why you still have your iPhone.
Because I'm broke.
That's not it either. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We talked about these speakers because we got to see them out in Vegas at SEMA, Harman Kardon's debut. Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited about this one. It's a very small amount of speakers. It's like a 6x9 with a 2.5, 6.5, and a 2.5, a tweeter, a coaxial. It's like 4 speakers. That's it. Comes with a multi-mount bracket. Looks really nice. There again, I'm kind of excited. Price point's really good on it. Distribution, that's going to be the problem. We've heard all kinds of things as to who's actually going to get it. They're talking about a very small release. There's even rumors that all of the first order was bought up by one online manufacturer. So,
we don't know yet,
or retailer. Right. So, I don't know how these are going to come out. Whether we'll get to see them, what's going to happen.
Right.
But I was intrigued. It was the first time I walked up and said, "When can I make an order? I would like these right now." And they were like, so we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited for it, but there again, we'll have to wait to see how bad they kind of screw this up. And speaking of speakers, hey, do you like loudspeakers?
That doesn't look like an amplifier.
No, it's a loud. So installers, rejoice. Rejoice. Hey, would you like to, do you feel we need another set of loudspeakers on the market? Well, you're in luck because Orion has just decided to come out with mid-range. That's what they're calling them, mids. I guess that's the slang term. I just call them speaker by the pound, aka loudspeakers. They're making a series of loudspeakers from a 4x6, 5.25, 6.5, 5x7, 6x9, and 2 ohm or 4 ohm. Because let's be honest, we don't listen, there's like 5 companies that make, not even that, probably 3 companies in the world that make all these for everybody. This is a commodity item. I really think if they were trying to make a big splash, this isn't the way to go. But hey, what do I know? It's a throwaway market as far as these things are concerned. This is landfill. So if you're interested in something that says Orion instead of something cool like DS18, hey, we got another brand for you. So way to go, guys. Speaking of more new products, you know, if 10 inches doesn't do it for you, 12 inches will. So the Horizon 12, which we showed at SEMA in the Jeep, is shipping. So if you want the biggest the biggest Jeep radio you can get your hands on with rectangular vents instead of the cool round ones. They're still there underneath it.
You're not cutting anything.
They're not cutting anything. They're still there behind it. But if you want the biggest screen, you want to update your JL or Gladiator and make it look like the new one that has that bigger screen on it. You want to be bigger because bigger is cooler. Check it out. You can find it at stingeroffroad.com. They are shipping, or you can head up your local dealer and he'll tell you to just go to stingeroffroad.com and pick it up. It's probably the fastest, easiest way, and you'll get a discount because, you know, you're a first-time buyer. They'll give you 10% off. And, yeah. So, anyways, and then bring it to your dealer and have them install it because I will tell you right now, it is a PIA to install that thing. But no, now, and I believe the standalone version might also be available if you'd like to try to squeeze it into something. But, yes, the High 12 Horizon 12 is shipping. Yay!
Yeah.
So bad. Yeah.
Can you see it?
No, not really. Also,
do
you have $100,000 you'd like to spend?
Yeah, right now
on an EV. Would you?
Take my money now.
A couple years ago, Sony announced that they were going to start looking into building their own car.
Yes,
which is understandable considering Ford took Sony out of their cars and replaced it with Harman, aka BO and Infinity and JBL and all that nonsense. Yeah. So they said, screw you guys. We're going to make our own car. We do everything else. We make bad Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And but we can make awesome cars. So Sony teamed up with our buddies, our friends. We don't know anybody there, but we all like Honda for some reason. So teamed up with Honda. So the Sony and Honda announced pre-sales on their new EV with Sony Electronics. That's right. If you've ever owned a DVD player that didn't work or a stereo that sounded mediocre, and it said Sony, well, time to buy their car. That's right.
So, okay, so they team up with Honda.
Yes.
So that means Honda's building the car. And Sony's just putting the technology. So
that's what I talked about, was just some of the bad technology that have come out over the last 30 years.
It's just not like...
I mean, it's basic.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're known for, is basic. Yeah. But the cars, there's going to be two versions of the car starting at 90,000, and then I think the second one's like 100, 110.
Yeah. I think it's...
So the one thing I have is like the wheels. They show the side profile. Hang on.
Yeah,
right there. Let me shoot over to your laptop. They show the side profile and those wheels.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm sure there's a reason why EVs have these wheels, because they probably have the weird brake caliper thingies that generate power or do whatever it is, and they got to keep dust. I don't know, but that solid core wheel from like the 90s future shows that they used, that is the ugliest rim on the planet. Like, I feel like if you're gonna make an EV
rim,
make it look cool. I mean,
you're asking, make it like a flat, like, you know.
Yeah, but that looks like
pen.
Yeah, but it looks like crap.
Of course. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so the guy right there, he's like, oh my god, those rims are ugly. See right there. He's like, oh.
Yeah. EVs go through tires fast. Lightweight. Either way, I think they're ugly as sin. You know, and let's be honest. Wrong button.
Whoa.
I know.
It's one
of the most switched out things next to car audio is wheels and tires. I feel like wheels and tires are huge. Mm-hmm. That is the first way to customize your car without, most people screw stuff up, but it's either like slam it to the ground or put bigger wheels and tires on it. That's what everybody loves to do. And when you make a car that's $100,000 and it has ugly ass wheels and tires, I mean, I don't know. I feel that's important.
But it's the same style as a Tesla.
Hell yeah, man. Oh no, and they're ugly too. Listen, the Jelly Bean has got to go. You know, if you're a Tesla owner and Tesla fan, my heart goes out to you. You know, I'm gonna buy you a bag of jelly beans.
Dude, we went to the SEMA.
Yes,
and I saw plenty Teslas with crazy wheels and tires.
For sure.
I was like, dude,
yeah, I know.
It looks cool.
It does. Listen, I can appreciate the wheels and tires. We saw plenty of Teslas that were slammed to the ground.
Slam.
And there again, that does not appeal to me, which is okay. I mean, it's there again. If if you have some special place in your heart for an ugly ass jelly bean that slammed to the ground, big wheels and tires on it, then cool.
Hey, listen, if Elon Musk called me tomorrow, probably in the afternoon,
he's got your number.
And he said, "Hey, Fernando, I'm gonna give you a Tesla truck, so you can promote it in the show." I was like, man, I really don't like it, but
are you kidding me?
I take it.
You'd be like, oh, my son loves that car. We printed so many Tesla trucks this week, this Christmas holiday. Yes. It was hilarious.
Yes.
The monster truck was definitely the best Tesla thing we printed, though. So, okay, moving on. Where's it at? Hold on.
You have it?
I screwed one of these up.
Yeah, of course. Like always.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible.
It's like,
where's it at? Oh my gosh.
So you need a bigger screen, bro.
Yeah, well, I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't want to screw this up.
Yes.
Okay. Also in the news, as we said, this is a big one. Let me drag this over to here. So some of you guys may not have seen this radical full car stereo line launch from Tony D'Amore. This is a weird one, guys. Okay, so there's a really bad video that Tony D'Amore and crew put up on the socials. Juan in the background there stands like that through the whole video. Like, he's definitely not somebody that wants to be on camera. Jason Digos is the gentleman up front. Jason Digos is currently working for Boss Audio. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tony D'Amore is Tony D'Amore. And they talk about, Tony talks about coming out and make some very lofty claims about 100% amplifiers, 100% efficient amplifiers. I'm not an engineer.
Game changer. He is.
Every engineer chimed in immediately and criticized the hell out of it, which, because
that's what they did.
Well,
but create first.
Yeah, well, and there again, I feel it's probably a play on words. But either way, this is a strange combination of events that could unfold. They talk about making head units, marine audio, and all this other fun stuff, and we all know how expensive that is. So there might be something going on here between the man in the front and the man in the back, and how that is all going to play out. However, if we want to know how that is playing out, that'll be revealed this March at Master Tech Expo. And for those of you that are fans of classic car audio, you might remember this guy, Fishman. Okay, so this is way before Fernando's time. He has seen some of his projects like the Volkswagen Bug. We saw that. Yeah, you saw that when we went years ago before you. He's not a fisherman. He's the Fishman. You saw his Beetle Daytona Spring Break that one year that we stumbled into each other before you started working here. Anyways, he is going to be a special guest speaker at Master Tech Expo. He is going to be on the first night right before the party. We're going to have, they're going to have his car that he's built filled with Moscone and Focal parked out on the plaza, and he's going to do a conversation about how it was built and all that other fun stuff.
See, everybody knows Fishman.
Yeah, well, there again, the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So
very cool.
That's what I said. For those of you, yes, Fishman is a legend. One more reason to go to Master Tech Expo is to meet your legends. He will be there. He's going to be hanging out. He's going to be doing fun stuff. So if you're interested, you'd like to meet him, you'd like to come hear him talk, or you'd like to check out one of his cars in person, that's why he's there. Along with Fishman, the keynote speaker is going to be Mr. Ken Diggett himself.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah. I watch some shows. Yeah.
Yep. So he'll be there as a special guest speaker. He was there the first year. Then we had Chip, and Ken Diggett has always wanted to come back, and so he's going to be this year.
I didn't take a picture with Chip. I took a picture with Ken Diggett and Tom.
Right.
On the stage.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh.
I never take a picture with him. I think there is a picture of me with Chip. But,
okay. Yeah.
I think somebody took a picture of the two of us, but is
he still does car audio?
There again.
But that's a good question to ask.
I don't know.
Right? If you go to Master Tech and you want to ask him some questions,
I don't know what he's doing.
They're gonna do.
And it's funny, more swearing than me. And that was a talking point.
He does?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. So
he's not allowed.
So that was one of those moments where we were like, okay, listen, this is what we want you to do, but you need to dial it down. I mean, I got in trouble for saying the S word in a class. This guy drops them like firecrackers. So
well, that's why he's not going to be in the class. He's going to be outside.
Right, but still, we apparently know there's some touchy-feely people at
hey,
in the industry.
I can all day in here, and but like I feel like when you're in front of people and you're like,
yeah, I'm also
hello, ladies and gentlemen, also, please.
No, in there again, yeah. So yeah, either way, it's okay. He's gonna be there. It's gonna be fun. And speaking of Master Tech Expo, one of the premium sponsors of Master Tech Expo, the sponsor of the build-off itself, is Rockford Fosgate. This year, they're going to be celebrating 45th years in business, doing amazing things. We saw this logo earlier from SEMA when our the aluminum carving guy, which I can never remember his name, did an amazing mural that he did live, and people just stood there and watched for hours on end. It was fantastic. This year, we already know that Rockford in third quarter is going to be launching a brand new punch line of products. Yeah. And of course, they're going to be doing special things for 45 that we honestly have no idea.
Let's see if we have time to talk about that too.
Safety downloads. So, pretty excited there. What is that? Oh, yeah. So this will be a big deal, I'm sure. 45 years in business is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got 30 years in marriage, so 45 and it's close.
You're like right there.
I'm right there. And for those
they have plenty of divorces.
Oh yeah, for sure. For those of you that are thinking, man, I'd really like to go to Master Tech Expo, but I'm more of a hands-on. I want to build stuff one-on-one type things. There has just been announced a Master Tech Boot Camp. It's a 4-day event, 3-day event. Yeah, 16.
It's 3 days event. A 4 days event.
Yeah, 4-day event.
To the 19th. Yeah.
In February, the 16th through the 19th, it will sell out quick. There's only like 22 to 25 people, I think, that can come to these things. It's a big one. Head over their socials. You can find out what it is. Ken Ward is going to be there. Yeah. They're going to do plastics, aluminums, woods, all kinds of fun stuff. So just
go to mobilesolutionsUSA.com.
mobilesolutionsUSA.com.
Yeah, or go to the 12 Clean Wire Club, and I put the link on it, so you can click on the link, and then you can
But it looks,
register.
I was reading it last night, and I was like, man, what am I, I'm doing something.
No, we're not going to the boot camp.
I want to. I totally want to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Ron asked.
It's sold out. It might already be sold out. I mean, who knows?
See, this is the thing. You have to act quick.
Yeah.
As soon as they put something like that.
And all right, let me look real quick. Let me get back so I can see. Lastly, in the news,
Ada's gonna go.
Well, there you go.
You should go.
I have that running event that weekend.
But run from here to there and then come back.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Announced Arc Audio names new national sales.
Sassy.
Yeah, he's sassy.
He's sassy sales manager.
Sassy sales manager. Your friend and mine, the star of the acclaimed podcast Car Stereo Talk.
Famous
Amos.
Super champion of the world.
Keeper of dogs.
Yes.
Not only keeper of Frenchies. I think that's a better one.
Keeper
of Frenchies.
Yeah.
Okay. Mother of Frenchies. Father of Frenchies. No,
Father of Frenchies.
No, I like Mother of Frenchies. That's way
cool.
better because it's kind of mean. Your friend of mine, Brian Mitchell, has been promoted to national sales manager. That's right. The weight falls onto him. If he screws stuff up, he's the man in charge of national sales. So now it'll be him to blame. We can go at him. Oh yeah, here's a slick picture of him. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Wearing his Arc Audio jacket, posing. Poser.
That's right, baby.
That's right. I got the job. Right. It's weird. Of course, we are wearing Arc Audio hoodies. It's crazy. Anyways, congratulations to Brian. This has been a big moment for him. This is something he's really looked forward to. Of course, I've had to listen to extensive conversations about it. Have pity on my soul. Joking. Not really. So it's pretty awesome. It's great when when people that get promoted and get to move up in the world. So it's going to be fantastic. Looking forward to what he's got in store. There's a lot of things we have coming up. If you caught the Hi-Fi Vegas show last night, we talked about manufacturers that have new stuff coming out. It's going to be one heck of a 2025. New product.
You tell them everything?
No. I didn't tell them really anything. Lots of things coming down the pike, starting out here at the end of the month, and in all the days in between. We're going to have tons of new products that are coming out, new events, new fun things to talk about. News this year is going to be fantastic. Can't wait. So for those of you guys that tuned in this morning to watch the news or tuned in later, thank you for watching. Welcome to 2025, people. Put out the fires and let's get started. We got a lot of work to do ahead of us this year. It's going to be a busy year for sure. And if you're a fan and you like to buy stuff, start saving your money now. That's all I got to say, because there's going to be a ton of products.
See, break the NDA.
No.
And then a ninja is going to come out under the table and just slice your throat.
Yeah, I'll get served with papers and it's expensive. It's not that important for me to ruin it. But there again, it's what it is. And with that all being said, it's Friday. The weekend is coming. Right. If you'd like to have questions answered, I know you've had like 2 to 3 weeks just like, I got to know this. Head over Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTubes, on Facebook. We'll be doing live Q&A as always. We're excited to be back to doing this. Some of you guys, you tried to do it on Monday, but we had our good friend Jeff Smith on talking about the Helix. If any of you are interested in Helix DSPs, we had a great conversation about virtual channels, which honestly, I got a couple phone calls. People were telling me I finally understand virtual channels now. So he did a fantastic job. If you think I'm kind of snarky in it, I apologize. That was the day the laser broke. So... and it just broke, so I was kind of in a real pissy mood because it was going to cost me a bunch of money to replace it, and it did. So it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, but definitely go back and check that out if you're curious about knowing more about Helix. We're going to have him on again, I think next month or the month after, because they got a bunch of new products coming out, and we're going to do some live demonstrations. This was more a tutorial. We're going to hook one of the processors up, and we're actually going to see some of this stuff happen in real time. So that'll be pretty fun. Kind of like what we did with Ken. If you guys haven't checked the Ken Ward thing out where we talked about a Cordo, definitely check that out, where he auto-tuned Haley's car, which was really cool. And that's what we got. We got I know. Snarky Dean. Yeah. I want the scar. Yeah. Anyways, so here we go.
Yeah.
It's a new year. It's new you, not a new me, because I don't do that kind of stuff. But hey, go forth, be merry, have a great Friday, and we will see you guys back tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, we'll catch you on Monday. Or of course, you can always find us on Instagram. This week's Instagram was really great. I'll leave it at that. If you missed it, look forward to Monday where you can watch the whole show all in one. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later. Fernando.
On to the next one, guys.
Boom. Bye.